It certainly is a well-organised event by NCR. Of course, we've got some presentations as well. We've got some Hall of Fame inductees throughout the weekend as well. Johnny Broker.
Yeah, it's certainly fantastic. People getting inducted into the NCR Hall of Fame. We'll have that list for you.
I do know one of them indeed is Alex Maggleby. Probably hurt me if I didn't give him a little plug.
Mags, yeah, the Hall of Famers are on just a list on the other side of my broadcast area here. But yeah, good Mags, fantastic. Has coached 2 wins in the CRCs.
Absolutely.
And
Formerly in charge of Dartmouth back in his glory days, and we are almost ready to get things underway here. The Holloway was ready to get the ball sky high, but the referee said, hang on a minute. He's going to wait. Now time to get things underway as Holloway, Sienna from right to left on your screen. Immediately, strong contact and strong blow of the whistle. It was number 9, Marcel Denishan, who got hit pretty hard there. I felt that one from the commentary box.
It's 2 games in a row where a player was hit illegally on the first initial kickoff there. Bit of a mistake just starting with a penalty, but Aquinas here is going to take the scrum, try to open up some outside space for them.
You've got to put that down to probably months of waiting to get out here on the CRCs and all of that energy just boiling over. Step onto the field for the first time.
Bind!
Exciting time for these collegiate players across this weekend as Aquinas get the ball into the scrum, and Holloway's done a good job of contesting this one at the moment. Here with Gavin Thompson as they shape to the left. Here goes Samuel Whitmore. Whitmore takes it on the 22, and Sienna get the penalty. Tap and go quickly here. Jack Burns. Burns takes it in. However, Aquinas get one against the runner show here. A couple of good breakdown penalties there for both teams.
Yeah, back and forth. You can see they want to contest around the breakdown. Both of them looking to be the first player there. It's such a race to the ball in sevens these days. And one by each team, but pushing it downfield is going to be Aquinas. Going to have a steady line out to work from.
Yeah, first set piece opportunity here for Aquinas. It's been probably in the opening few games an area that a few teams have really struggled with just to get that line out. Executing correctly, and this one has done a good job of it. However, it's bobbled at the back, and Sienna collected off the ground. Here goes Burns. Sienna, space on the left edge if they can get the ball there. That's a beautiful wide pass out to Rory Wood. Wood dances around one. Wood gets the pass away. Sienna in almost for the try. They keep it in touch. Brilliant work. Still alive here for Sienna as they take it direct in the hands here of John Hall, and they are in for the try.
Great try from Sienna. Wonderful work all the way across the field and back. Look at those spaces. You can see their intention to play here, the Sienna Saints team. Just well done in the end, but moving the ball wide, keeping it alive, moving those spaces. You see it come out here. This is the back reverse play to the hands of John Hall. John Hall from Trumbull, Connecticut, played at Trumbull High School, takes that one in. They stretch that defense all the way out. You can see these players just trying to recover defensively. There's too many spaces open up there, and Hall's going to get it right near the post. So good result for them.
It's Sienna Saints. It's just come to light to me that we've got the Saints versus the Saints today, Johnny.
We certainly have. The Saints come marching in, I suppose.
Sienna Saints. Yeah, absolutely. So a restart here again from Holloway. Sienna, the first team to draw blood in this encounter. As Aquinas dance with it inside their own 22 in the hands here of Marcel Denishan, and they break through here past the halfway. How good's the speed? The Sienna Saints are doing a good job to cover, and Holloway gets the tackle there on Gavin Thompson. There was a little knock on, but we're going to have a penalty in favour of the Sienna Saints.
I'm with you, Wheels. I thought I saw a little knock on there, but then a penalty came in, so the referee spotted that. So the Sienna Saints, not the Aquinas Saints, are going to have the opportunity here. Looks like they're going to push this one downfield, take the line out a little closer to the Aquinas line.
There's great work from Sienna there just to get back and make that critical tackle. It was brilliant work from Denishan to put Thompson through that gap. Thompson wearing the USA style headgear. Makes him easy to spot for me, and Johnny broke it.
Certainly helps.
Here goes Luca Holloway, Sienna. This one's a messy one at line-out time, and Aquinas almost get the play, but it's just been lost forward, so Sienna still going to retain possession of the ball here in the form of a scrum.
Little mistake from Sienna there. Put the ball over the top and then knocked on by Aquinas. So mistake leads to mistake from the other team. Back to Sienna ball and a little bit of a safer opportunity for a scrum here. These teams, Wills, really kind of evenly matched, I'd say. Not gigantic in size, as we just saw with Marion. Just some big bodies, but certainly some speed and wily players coming around.
That one goes to ground, so the Aquinas Saints have possession of the ball now. Can they be the next team to score? As Johnny said, they're evenly matched, it certainly seems. Can they bounce back here, the Aquinas Saints, as they shape it back to the middle? Lovely backdoor pass there from Gavin Thompson in the hands of Liam Inman. This is fantastic. Dominic Zavala. Zavala into the 22. Position here for Denishan. Back here for Easterling. Easterling paces towards the 22, gets brought down by Sienna. Now with Whitmore. They shape to the left. Denishan here with Thompson. Still alive here with Denishan once more. This is side-to-side rugby here from Aquinas. As Sienna rush up and make the tackle. That's good line speed there from the Saints. Now in the hands once more of Easterling. They just take things back a few metres and try and set the platform, but Sienna doing a great job to halt any momentum. Here goes Inman. Back to Thompson. Back inside once more for the Saints. Can they break through on this occasion with Denishan? Denishan gets the offload. Back to Thompson. Thompson down the left. Frantic rugby sevens here at the CRCs. As Sienna try and contest a breakdown, but Aquinas still have the ball. Here goes Whitmore. The big lock. Whitmore. Whitmore's in for the try. And that is just what Aquinas needed before half-time. What a try. Good patience.
Great try. A lot of patience there. They were moving the ball back and forth. I thought they might isolate a runner at some point because they're trying to just lose a couple of these flip passes. They're able to retain possession of it, no problem. They eventually get the try out of one of their big boys, just straightening up and running right through there. Good work there by Aquinas. A lot of defense played by Sienna. Done very well until sometime it's got to give, and it gave the end.
Absolutely, and the kick goes over the upright, so we've still got time in the first half here. Well, no, we don't. I want to take back all my words. So 7 points to 5 in favour of the Aquinas Saints. We'll be back here with the second half very shortly.
Our world is growing, and so is rugby. There are more players, more teams, more matches than ever before. Luckily, our game is simple. We only really need one thing to play it, and we buy millions of them every year. Unfortunately, too many end up in the wrong place, but some balls are made better. Rhino's recycled range is made with up to 80% recycled rubber. We are still not perfect, but it's a step in the right direction. You only need a ball, make it a good one. For rugby, for you, for the planet.
A ball for the planet.
A ball for the planet. A ball for the planet.
The Rhino recycled range. A ball for the planet.
And welcome back in. It is second half action here at the Maryland Soccerplex. 7 points to 5, the Aquinas Saints over the Sienna Saints. It is a battle of the Saints, and it is proving to be a tight one indeed. Johnny Broker arm wrestle in the first half.
Saints are going hammer and tongs against one another. It is an outright battle in the heavens. We're seeing to see who comes up on this one.
Liam Inman of Aquinas.
Aquinas get things back underway here through Liam Inman. Sienna trying to counter-attack from inside their own 22 as they move the ball there through Harry Ryder. Ryder gets the fend away, gets the basketball pass away. Tough there for Holloway to collect. And the left-hand edge here for the Saints is Aquinas. Trying to get that defensive line nice and fast up on Sienna here. Not making many meters at the moment. The Sienna Saints as Aquinas going for the tackle. That's a lovely one there from Liam Inman. Sienna inside their own 5-meter channel. Can they break away? Messy pass there, and Aquinas just drifts into touch.
It's just these little mistakes, Wheels. You just can't make these in this kind of pressure tournament. You got to win to go all the way through. Every single game, so little errors can become really bad results.
Absolutely, this is a golden opportunity here for the Aquinas Saints. Stars in that first half for Aquinas: Gavin Thompson, Marcel Denishan. The try scorer Whitmore is packing down the scrum now.
Crouch.
Some of the fans packed into the stands, and players are waiting their games.
Great atmosphere at the CRCs every time.
Absolutely is, and the penalty comes in. Denishan taps and goes quickly now in the hands of Inman. Inman gets the offload away. Still to play here for Aquinas. That's with Dominic Zavala. Zavala goes for the direct option. Sienna get the steal at the breakdown. However,
another penalty earned.
It's going to be illegally so a penalty.
Yeah, they were offside. Never went back 10 on that first penalty. So good call there by the referee. I saw that. I was wondering where he was going with it. Didn't see his arm out, but they clearly didn't retreat 10.
10, please. 10, please.
Well spotted by the referee and Johnny Broker as Denishan shapes to the right-hand edge here, and Inman again takes contact strongly. Denishan once more. It's been knocked on the ground there, so desperate defense from Sienna, and it pays off eventually.
So John Hall makes that hit, the number 11 there for Sienna, and draws that knock-on to come back to a scrum here for this Sienna team. He came up earlier in the game, a couple of shooter out of the defensive line, and really stopped the Aquinas offense a couple times. Hall having a big game here, but just a little under the radar. You don't always see it, but he's been super effective on the defensive side of the ball.
Absolutely is. It's Ryder with the ball for Sienna. Some of their dangerous players can certainly create opportunities from anywhere on the field. Strong scrum by Aquinas. However, Ryder gets the ball out and they shake back inside. That's a lovely pass. The Sienna Saints are marching this one down through to the try line. Too much speed to burn. A beautifully executed piece play. Trying to get the number back there. We'll certainly find out, but that is speed galore.
Right, what a set piece move. Just saw that coming, and it's Harry Ryder who's going to touch that one down. What a long-range try, just what they needed. You see at the end here, but the line run off the scrum was just tremendous. Once Ryder got out there, the Newcastle, New York native, he had no intention of looking to offload that ball or go to anybody else. Ryder touches down. Those are the points they need. Kick is good.
Yeah, kick is good indeed, and it's just a beautifully simple executed scrum play. Cut back inside, so 12 points to 7 in favour of the Sienna Saints.
9 green, substitution, 9 green. Good.
Harry Ryder's going to get to take a well-earned rest after that speed away.
That's right, you know.
Got an exciting match coming up next as well. We'll have Rio Grand taking on AIC. Ben Holden will take that one with Johnny Broker. And this one stayed in the field to play for Sienna. And they go back-to-back consecutive tries. Jack Burns with this one.
That is the mistake that Aquinas did not need. Just left sitting there. You see this great ball coming up. Trying to keep it alive. Keeping the ball in. Looking to go to touch. Smart play. Throws it forward, number one, but right into the hands of Ryder. Easy try. In the right place at the right time.
Exactly.
Sorry, that was Jack
right.
Burns.
Johnny on the spot. You got a feel for Dominic Zavala there. He just tried his best to keep the ball on the field play, but unfortunately threw it straight into the hands there of Jack Burns. Sienna now with a comfortable lead over Aquinas, and they're pretty fizzed about as well. Great to see the passion on show here. Let's get the restart underway. 17 points to 7, 90 seconds to play. Here with Dominic Zavala trying to right the wrongs. It's a strong carry there from the number 21, Trayvon Mathis. As Aquinas with the ball here inside their own 22. Here goes Thompson. What can he spark up? The Saints. Gets it to the try scorer, Whitmore. Whitmore carries past the 22. And we'll have a penalty in favour of Aquinas. Just a illegal play there at the breakdown. Tap and go here for Liam Inman. Yeah, sorry, Johnny. The chip and chase here for the Aquinas Saints just falls off, and Johnny will let you finish your thought. That one was hard in the mouth. Thoughts for a second.
At their own 22, still deep in their end. That penalty by the Sienna College Saints, not even that bad, right? You're going to slow things down just a second. You're going to force them to play from deep in their end. And they did. They put that little dip ahead, looking for that try that they really need down 10 points. And the knock-on comes in on the other side there. So it really worked out in favor of the Saints in the end. The Sienna Saints, I should say.
Absolutely. We've got two Saints to choose from in this match. Sienna are the ones in the box seat at the moment. 17 points to 7. 10 seconds to play on the game clock. We'll see what the referee has for any additional time. The chip and chase from Sienna. How good's the chase line? It's really good. Here comes Sienna. Racing after the ball. That's Senan Grove. Grove on the collection. Can he get it down? And on the second attempt they do. It's Luca Holloway. And that puts the nail on the coffin for the Sienna Saints.
This should be last kick here. You'd imagine we're over 14 minutes on the game clock. You see Tia Tonisi in the game there. Lots of fun to call him in 15s, getting his time here. But good work by the Sienna Saints to really, really put the marker down on this one. Point differential doesn't matter. You have to go all the way through, but they're going to win.
They are going to win indeed. So the Sienna Saints move on to the next round. There's another replay of the try. Rio Grand versus AIC, and I'm going to step aside from the mic and welcome in one of the legends, Ben Holden, who will take this one with Johnny Broker. Over to you, Ben.
All right, thanks, Wheels. Johnny, good to see you. Those watching don't see us, but we see each other, man. Good to be back with you. It's been a while, and we move on here in match number 6, man. What have you seen so far? What stood out so far through the first 5 matches here, John?
Ben, the exciting thing about this tournament is it's cascading. It's not pool where you can lose a game. You have to win every game to get through. So you've seen some teams come out game number 1 with a little bit of nerves, kind of relaxing. There's no time to relax. Everybody's got to go. So you'll see the team that's a little impatient or, a little more conservative may not get what they want out of these games. So you can expect that again here between Rio Grand and AIC. Rio Grand will be set to kick this one off. Just waiting for a referee. Trying to catch up on these schedules here. We had our first golden point overtime. First person to score after a tie game moves forward. See the excitement there from Staffieri. Rio Grand players. Rio Grand in the red and white. AIC in the black and gold. Two very well-matched teams here. T. Fletcher, the coach for the AIC Yellow Jackets. Brad Sandig for Rio Grand. Look at the AIC players. Maloney Aho there, first-year player out of Auburn, Washington. Just waiting for the referee to come out. Another great set of jerseys there from AIC, American International College, Springfield, Massachusetts, where basketball was invented by a rugby coach, should you need to know. Little trivia there for you from the Springfield area. Dr. James Naismith looking for a way to keep his rugby team fit in the winter.
Well, Johnny, can you hear me? The beauty of technology, right? All
Yes,
right.
sir.
So we didn't miss much here, so let's get her going here.
Yeah, they're just we went behind with one golden point game there, so we went into overtime, so just trying to catch up here. The referee's just getting their technology set. Just waiting for them. Rio Grand ready to play, certainly.
You're a little rusty, but okay.
They will kick it away here. See their kits today they're wearing. AIC, they got a pretty good program out east, don't they, John?
Certainly do. I was talking about it just a second ago. You know, Springfield, Mass. T. Fletcher continues to build there. Good school support, good community support. It's a wonderful program, continues to build. Big Polynesian influence, some Argentinian players for them. Certainly a fun team to watch.
Yeah, I know their women's program is very good, and we'll see them starting on Saturday. The women get going on Saturday. The men, of course, here on Friday, and on Saturday they'll close things out. Here's the opening kick and the take back there, and a heavy hit, but AIC quickly to it. Flip back near the touch line, dangerous territory, and it goes into touch here on the opening passage of play.
Dangerous, the right word. You see right out of the gate, AIC coming with some offloads. Wasn't sure if they were going to hit all those, but they play exciting rugby, AIC. Take a look at Philemoni Manu. Keep an eye on this player from Lahaina, Hawaii. Just a tremendous player for this team.
On him. As long as you're on him, you're good.
Certainly a hotbed for players coming out of the great state of Hawaii. Here's the first opportunity here for Rio Grande in the set piece with the lineup. Execution good. Mishandled there, and AIC will take over.
Good defensive pressure coming in from AIC. Player just making the runner aware that he was there, forces a knock under that pressure. So great opportunity, AIC with an attacking scrum here. Open up some wider field for some of these dangerous runners.
Get a good look at the turnout
Guys, one reminder,
at the Maryland Soccerplex, of course, here in the men's premier division.
Very good. Yes, please, half me. Crouch. Bind. Set. No, guys, we'll have it again. I didn't have a clean attempt.
A little miscue there. Just comes out the side of the scrum, so they're going to have to set this one down one more time. AIC, another opportunity to get their play going.
Sherman Rossi, ball in his hand.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Hold it. Settle it. No, I told you.
He's not going to like that one either, John.
Referee calling feeding there. Scrum's a little bit of a mess in 7 sometimes. Tried to just put it right out the back to AIC. Rio Grande ball.
Yep. Certainly they practice those things, but as we know, this sevens rugby is all about speed, precision, passing, getting into open channels. Good carry here. Once again, there's
advantage over.
Tyler Cathers with ball in hand, 14. Looking for a little bit of space. Played back at halfway, but Rio Grande right there. Now they're going to pop one down with a boot. The chase is on for it inside of the 22, but they're going to bring it back here. Our referee blowing play dead here.
Interesting call. That runner was offside in front of the kicker that went there. Such intelligent work from AIC. You see Manu there. Just came in and really pressured the Rio Grande defense. Then got the ball away, and a quick kick came in, which should have sealed the deal, but the chaser was just a little in front and offsides.
Yep. Looking for our first points here in the match. We played just over 3 minutes here in this 6th match of the morning session. 2 more to come. And a short break in the afternoon session will begin. Good offload there. Rio Grand unable to get this thing over halfway, and then they're yanked into touch. Ball turned over, though.
Going forward, guys.
Forward pass called.
And a forward pass called by a referee. Not only big, Johnny, for all these sides that are here, but officials as well, as we get one more look here.
Yes, scrum for black.
Player just gets taken out and knocks it on before he goes to touch. So it's going to come back to a scrum here for the Yellow Jackets. Rio Grand, Ben, just unable to get offense going so far in the game, almost 4 minutes in. It really has been all AIC. So fortunate to play defense, which is a clear tiring part of sevens.
Extra time needed. The training staff comes out. Check on the player from Rio Grand there. Favoring that left leg, you can clearly see, and give him a little lift off the pitch there. That's Justin Falk in the wing, product of South Africa. So here we go, another scrum here, John, and see if AIC gets something going here. You mentioned Rio Grand, not much going offensively. Really, both clubs have struggled so far in that department.
Yeah, certainly, let's have a look at the points down there. You see Manu right there. Ball's going to come to him as first receiver. If they can get the scrum in cleanly, you hear the referee talking them through with the players right there. So they're going to put this one in. Coming from where they are on the field, far on this right-hand side, it really opens up some space for some runners. So look for Manu to try to just probe the defense a little bit, or just go quick and move it wide. Try to get some space, try to find an open run for one of their players.
Checking in. Edward.
Great look at him from behind. Here we go. The put in coming here from Rossi.
Stay there.
Rossi out with it clean. Manu back there, played it on. Good speed from Rio Grand, forcing him back. Little fancy footwork there. Ball played back into the hands there of Cathers. Push back here a bit is AIC.
That's advantage.
Trying to split through. Good ball played back.
Advantage over.
Not much gain there, though. That was Manu with the carry. To John's point,
Right
he's
away.
the guy. He's the focal point of this club.
One step, please.
Trying to gain halfway, right at halfway. Ball played out.
Hi.
Tyler Cathers carry there.
That's going to be a penalty again.
It's okay.
Just coming at that quick
Grand.
pace. Yeah, they forced the Rio Grand player into a high tackle there. Really just quick ball moving. Players had a lead in the wrong direction to come up high. Nothing malicious about it. But they're going to take the scrum here, Ben. Again, as we're saying on the other side of the field, now they're on the left-hand side. They've got a wide open field with 3-on-3 out there. We'll see what their decision is, what strategy to go for.
Black, move a little bit
Yeah,
back.
a lot of real estate out there to work with.
Thank you.
The home run can happen at any point here in sevens. Let's see what they do here this time around. Inside of the final minute here in the first half, no score.
Crouch.
We've seen a couple of games like this morning. These teams really feeling each other out. They're not teams they play a lot, so really have to get used to who they're playing against.
Back up.
Yeah, good
That's
point.
fine, advantage offside.
Picked up right from the base there. Good ball played back. Here goes AIC. This one has a shot to go in, and it will for the first points here in this match is AIC with a 5-0 lead.
Terry Jayaguru is going to get that one. Great run down the side. But excellent work once that penalty was called around the side of the scrum there. Not a penalty, but the referee was warning a player to get back. So you see Rossi there just ran right into his opposite number, retreat, and then got the ball to Jayaguru. So wonderful, wonderful piece of skill there from Rossi to set this. Free Jayaguru from Belfast, South Africa.
Big young lad, 6'2 and 215, well put together as you got a good glimpse of him there. And the conversion attempt here should close out this first half. AIC looking to take the 7-0 lead, and they're unable to do so. The flags stay down, so it's a 5-0 count.
Guys, water off, please.
And that's our first half.
And that is the end of the first half with AIC. That late try,
Last play.
and they've got the 5-0 lead here. It's not over yet. They're going to go one more passage of play here, we're told.
A little hard to tell. The referee is the ultimate judge of time here, so sometimes play just goes on a little longer.
Yep. So we'll see if Rio Grand can get anything going here. As AIC, John, they were patient. I mean, how many scrums did they have? Nearly a handful of them. And they finally pop one out of the set piece. Rio Grand here trying to make some movement north down the pitch.
That's fine, man.
Good charging run there.
On that side.
Penalty though called on AIC. Tap and go on the restart here. Good hit, good tackle, forcing that ball a good 10 meters back. AIC trying to get their hands on the pill. Here they come again. Rossi with a carry that time. He breaks free from that breakdown. AIC gets in there, picks it up quickly, gets it out of there. Aho now with the carry. Offloads it back. Good hands back there from Cathers. Now here's Manu. Little goose step trying to find a channel to get through. Tried to play that ball inside.
No, he had a fair chance. We'll have a knock here, White.
Thought the referee might go there with an intentional knock on, but that's going to be the end of the first half.
Yeah, I thought the same thing, John. That'll do it for the first half here. AIC on top here over Rio Grand. 5-0 is our halftime score. We'll step aside and be right back.
Let's get ready. Major League Rugby is now.
This is the moment we waited for. Everything you want is right here. We gon' give them what they came for. We gon' take it up from last year.
The Rugby Network is giving you all the free MLR content you want, live and on demand. Never miss a hit, never miss a try, never miss your team. MLR on TRN. Never miss a match.
Play with our hearts. We don't play with sticks, bats, or gloves. We don't wear shoulder pads or helmets. We keep playing when it hurts. And we leave everything on the field. What we wear must be built for our game.
The beautiful Lincoln Memorial in Washington, D.C. in the National Mall. About, well, depending on traffic, John Broker, about a 40-minute drive from out there at the Maryland Soccerplex. Great to be with John. My name is Ben Holden, all of our crew, and Ryan Ginty leading the charge this weekend here. This is a massive, massive production. 144 sides in this thing, and it's 3 days of nothing but rugby. So if you're a rugby fan, this is a great spot to be for the next 3 days.
It certainly is. Men's, women's, all different divisions, all winding up playing their championships here at Stadium Field. Exciting rugby all the way through.
So just the one try there, scored late in the half by Terry Jayaguru. Big number 6 there as this one bounces into touch. John, let's start with AIC. What do you like they've done so far in the match? What stands out for them?
I love the fact that they're just going wild straight from the start. They're pulling out all the tricks. They're not afraid to put in the offloads. They're not playing conservatively. That's how they play. So they're jumping right into their style. Rio Grand just needs to settle in here and get some offense, as we said. But I really like what I'm seeing from AIC at the moment.
Yeah, Rio Grand has had a struggle. They've got the line out here. See if they can get something going. But it's way deep, way high, and way off the mark. And now AIC, and then that pass is a little bit errant, but they pick it up, and they're towards the line, and they get it down. So they get another try off of the turnover there. That is taken in and put down by Demetrius Tape there.
Yeah, Tape, you see the overthrow of the lineout comes to the first-year player, Aho. He is looking base there. Has some runners, knew he was going to get it. As you hear, that kick is good right through. Maybe just Tape, the Seattle native, looks at it, finds, shakes off a defender, gets in there, no problem.
Thank you.
The bounce ball is everything, right? As we saw the perfect bounce right into his hands, and he does the rest and charges his way in and across and gets it down at the line. So AIC increasing that lead here in the early going here in the second half. From their own 22, Rio Grand looking to get something going here offensively. Another pass that isn't on the mark, but they're able to gather it in and pick this one up. And now a big break here. They're tracking him down, though. Plays it back. And a good job to get out to halfway for Rio Grand. Penalty call there on AIC. Quick tap and go here from Rio Grand. 12-0 the count in this match, and here they go again. This one awfully quick and racing away, trying to get in, but they won't. Coming up a little bit short there. Good chase there to make the tackle. Not releasing in time, says a referee.
What work from AIC, just to see that player go through the quick tap. For all money, he thought Carrera was going to go into the try zone. AIC works their way back, forces the penalty, and now they're on the run again. Tremendous work. And
here they go. Yep, offload game, and this one into the hands of that dangerous man you talked about, Philemone Manu, and look at him work. Easy one for him, and that's down. And just like that, AIC with 2 quick tries here to begin the second half.
Said it before, really enjoying what I'm seeing here from AIC. They look like a team on a mission in this first game. Something we haven't really seen all day today. Teams were just kind of easing into it. And going at full tilt here are the Yellow Jackets. Take a look at the end of the Manu try here. Sophomore sporting management made AIC in the CRC. So the NCR All-Stars. Great player to watch.
Good looking player, man.
Conversion is wide, but AIC.
So the conversion kick is no good, goes wide on the left side. So it'll stay a 17-0 match here. Early stages here of half number 2. Coming up next, we will see Mary Washington and Virginia Tech. Notre Dame and Harvard will close out the morning session here in the men's premier division. Kick is taken over there. The far touch line. AIC had the ball in hand, but I believe it went into touch, Johnny. Did you see or not?
It did go to touch. It didn't quite catch it there. We'll see what the referee points towards here. Looks like there's a knock on in there somewhere. It's a scrum coming here for Rio Grand.
Yeah. See if they can generate something here offensively here. Over 11 minutes gone in the match.
Thank you. Substitution on. Guys, it's yours.
At this point, Ben, Rio Grand, they're making some changes, slowing things down. They really need to speed this up. They're 17 points down. You see the danger of AIC. They need some points on the board, and they need it quick.
They sure do. AIC with 2 tries here in the second half. Had the 5-0 lead at halftime here. Kick through and a chase, but it's whistled. It's coming back. Offside called on Rio Grand.
Cheeky move there by AIC, and no hurry to get that ball to the Rio Grand players. Burning some time off, just a couple minutes left in this second half. They're happy to just let it wind down and reserve some energy.
Comes AIC getting set, putting some pressure on him back there. Edge of the 22. Good job slipping through there, trying to break free. Was Justin Falk in there. To ground he goes.
Not getting anything out of it, guys. No.
Come down to Rio Grand.
Another scrum here for Rio Grand.
And this just burns time off the clock. So Rio Grand is going to want to get this going quickly here. AIC be perfectly happy to just wind this down.
And
Rio Grand. Just over a minute on the game clock. Needs something very fast here.
Stop. Next time you say something.
There is Manu in position back there.
Crouch. Bind. Set. Good.
Played out, played back. Good speed from AIC. Not much room there at all.
Backline offsides, black.
There you heard the call.
Penalty awarded for
Call's going against AIC right now, but still burns time off the clock, so not a big worry for them.
Yep. Bad ball played back, and this is forcing Rio Grande way back, but it's picked up by Justin Falcon. Falcon trying to take this one the distance. Can he outrun the last two? I think he's going to, and he will, and they get on the board here in the final minute.
Great individual work there from Falcon. Maybe a little too late for this Rio Grande team, but what a run. Just saw that space, eyes perked up, and he was on the move.
Excellent job by Rio Grande to get the ball and make that play, and an excellent job. Apologies, that was Ethan Manuel with that try, taking it in for Rio Grande. 14. Kick's good, so it's a 17-7 match here, but it's not going to be enough. Another look here at the speed to finish here, John.
Absolutely great work there. Fantastic try to end it off. Just too little for Rio Grande. AIC looking strong forward.
Indeed, they are. They get the victory here. John, I'll catch you later in the day, my friend. Good to see you and be with you. All right, so we move on to a quick break here. We'll come back and tee up match number 7 here. Mary Washington, Va Tech coming up after this. Welcome back, Ben Holden, and now joined by Thomas Grant, a.k.a. Wheels, as we are on to Mary Washington and Va Tech. You know Va Tech, their familiar colors they're wearing. They're going to kick it away here. Get this one going here. Match number 7 here in the men's Premier Division here to begin this Friday from the Maryland Soccerplex outside of Washington, D.C. Mary Washington, not far from home. They're from Fredericksburg, Virginia. They've got the pill out at halfway now. Bellington with the carry there. Good movement here, Wheels, from this Mary Washington side. They got some good jump. Kind of going sideways, though, a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. Benny and the Hokies get the penalty,
Referee
though.
Alex
Washington have a number of stars in the lineup today. Aaron Juma, one of those out of the MLR draft, picked up by Old Glory BC. He is a talented young prospect.
Let's go.
Here's Va Tech now. They get to halfway. Their first passage of play, and that one skips to the back. Picked up by Clayton Rosenberger. Good hands there to gather that ball in, but was that forward?
Seem to have drifted forward there. We don't quite have the pleasure of being ball in line there today, Ben, but just drifted forward, so this is a really good set-piece opportunity here for Mary Washington to strike that favourable right edge for a lot of these sevens teams. They prefer to bring that ball from right to left as opposed from left to right. That wind in Maryland today.
Set.
Kit Waddington to put in, and quickly out it comes, and he plays it right back into the middle of the park now. Mary Washington outside, trying to get around the defender out there.
That's fine.
Out near the touchline. Quickly picked up from the base there. That one
Playing
mishandled.
advantage.
Now Vontek, they come up with a turnover.
Still playing. Advantage over!
2 minutes gone here in this match. 7th match of the day in the men's Premier Division. Hokies now with some speed. Good finish there on the tackle. There's Jagad Juma. Man, he's a good player.
He's a beast.
Product of Zimbabwe. Now the Hokies. I like the step that Mary Washington's playing with here so far, Wheels. They seem to have some really good pep in their step here early on.
Holding.
Yeah, absolutely. And they're technically sound over the breakdown as well. You can see there. They're going to play here quickly, Benny, but they are right on the ball.
They are, and they get a chance here, but Turf Monster got him there, it looked like. Had a chance to maybe take that one in. They'll go to work here in the breakdown, play back. Job by Vatek getting there, taking away time and space. They force the turnover again.
Not rolling. Got to roll faster out of there.
There you heard the call clearly from our referee.
Yeah, absolutely, Ben. We know those breakdowns and sevens are just a micro split second. You've got to get out of there, allow those teams to play quickly. But credit to the Hokies defense there. Mary Washington launched a couple of raids at them, but the Hokies just able to hang on and play quickly from the middle here.
Yeah, everything happens so quick in sevens, doesn't it? Doesn't matter what part of the sport it is. It happens in a hurry. It can happen at any moment. One of the things I love about sevens rugby, it can be a home run when you're least expecting it.
Good job.
Here's Virginia Tech now.
Sorry, buddy.
Deepest penetration they've had. They try to offload. They get a ball that was batted, but high tackle called on Mary Washington.
No, high.
Yeah, just a bit of a seatbelt tackle there. No real malice in it, just taken high above the shoulder, and they're going to tap a go again. This seems to be a favourable set piece move from the Hokies. Just have this tap play.
That's fine. Ball's out.
Here's Vontek now. Deepest penetration they've had so far in the match. Approaching 2.5 minutes remaining in the first half. Looking for our first points. A little unorganized here are the Hokies. Into the hands of Zachary Harding. Harding, good job, great play, and Harding is going to trot his way in for the first try here in this match for Virginia Tech.
Yeah, and that's all it takes, Ben, is just a little bit of individual brilliance to bring this game to life. And the Hokies, well, they've certainly got good individuals all across their roster, but that man Zach here, once he got through that left gap, he had too much speed all the way to the line, and got to actually wind it all back to the last 3 minutes. The Hokies on defense there for a number of minutes, but they get the board on attack for all of that hard work.
Yeah, defending pays off. The kick was a good version. And one more look at Hart, who is from the outstanding high school Don Bosco Prep in the state of New Jersey. Man, do they produce some athletes, football, rugby, cross. What a great institution that is. And Harding, one of those from that outstanding institution. It's 7-0 here with about a minute and a half to go here in this first half. Vatek got the lead.
Time on. Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Tough for the Virginia Tech team to travel as well for this tournament, so they'll be happy it's more or less right in their backyard.
Blacksburg, Virginia. Here's the kick. Mary Washington with the take with just over a minute to go here in this first half of play. See if they can come back with a late first half response here. Trying to work that edge, trying to break, offload attempt, but it's knocked into touch there. I believe it was last touch by Vontek there.
Here's your mark, Orange.
Yeah, Ben said if we get the replay on that one. Looks like it is Mary Washington ball, so right indeed, last touch by Virginia Tech.
Right,
it'll be
you're good.
in favour of MWU.
Line out a bit high, but they're able to gather it in.
Get off, Orange.
Pulled free.
Tackle
Trying to work
me.
this near side edge. Good ball played out. Here goes the speed. Speaking of wheels, how about that speed? That is a beautiful play. Aiden Hayward will dot it down for the first points for Mary Washington.
Yeah, he's certainly got more wheels than that's for sure. Ben Holden, fantastic on the right edge there from Aiden Hayward, and that is just what they needed. Once he had eyes on the goal line, there was no stopping that, man. A little ankle tap, last grasp effort, arms pumping, leg pumping, all the way to the try line. It's a thing of beauty.
Oh, the beautiful game display.
Absolutely.
Kit Waddington has a 6 up and 7-all.
Yeah, so in my opinion, there's a tackle.
The halftime break here between Mary Washington and Virginia Tech.
We've also got plenty of fun happening off the pitch, too. Tell you more about how you can get
1 minute.
Let's check with you with one. Bringing the energy all day, all weekend long. Make some noise for your in-stadium host, Gigi.
Thank you so much, Grant. And really thank you to the Sienna team for being out here after a win. Tell everybody your names.
My name is Declan Tobin.
Tom Mann. Luke Holloway.
All right, guys, I have to ask you, you have a team motto. Can you tell people about it and how you think it went today for you?
So our team motto is stay in the fight. And essentially that means like whatever happens, however the game's going, you stay in the fight and you finish the game out until it's over.
Thank you so much. And now I'm going to talk to the younger crew. You have another game coming up. How do you lock in to play yet another one?
I'd say we don't lock in like other teams. We get everyone hyped up. We keep the banner up, the crack up, tunes blaring. You know, we're in the zone. We're in the zone.
Good crack, you said?
Yeah, great crack. Always great crack with the boys.
All right, that's great crack. We'll send it back up to you in the box. Thank you, Sienna.
All right, so just about set to begin the second half. Ben Holden, Thomas Grant, Wheels. Give me your thoughts on that opening half here.
Yeah, real arm wrestle in that first half, Ben. This one I feel is going to go right down to the wire. I'd love to see Mary Washington just utilise a man like Aaron Juma a lot more. I'll tell you what, that guy is a human highlights package. If they can just get him involved a lot more in this game, it could turn. We'll certainly see.
All right, so here's Vatek with it now, looking to make something happen, and that's a good carry there. Got him out near halfway.
Oh, almost on the chip and regather there. That was a good tight one there, Benny.
Virginia Tech. It's going to be a scrum to Mary Washington.
The story of the bounding ball there on that passage and that phase of play there, Wheels.
Yeah, absolutely. It certainly was almost breaking through there. But as you mentioned, the story of the bounding ball. Good opportunity here for Mary Washington to launch deep inside their own half. That's that man with the ball there. Kit Waddington. He's a talented young individual. Mary Washington program's come leaps and bounds over the past few years.
Waddington, the product of Ireland, puts in, plays out, gets it back now. Right in the middle of the park. In there to play it free is Hayward. He had the try and that beautiful run he had. Look out here. Here they go, breaking away. And this one will be a house call for Mary Washington all the way in, and there he is. You mentioned it, Wheels. Aaron Juma's got to be a factor, and right there he was.
Yeah, absolutely. Right on cue indeed, Aaron Juma. Fantastic. individual that man is, just combines raw power with speed. As I mentioned, the man out of Zimbabwe is currently contracted with Old Glory DC out of the draft, so we may see that man for many more years to come, but that is a crucial score for them.
Putting on a nice show in a park he's more than likely going to be playing in before not too long. Look at him go again.
Absolutely. I'm certainly not going to be the one that's going to be trying to tackle that if it's running at me.
You're smarter than that.
Speed and power. Yeah, absolutely. Much smarter. Just open the door and let him go through. That's how I do it.
That's right. He's a fire hydrant, man, put together. And big points there for Mary Washington. They've got the lead here. Now Virginia Tech now. They're looking to take one back the other way. The chase is on. They can't get him. And an outstanding piece of running and ball carrying there by Virginia Tech. In for the long distance try, and the Hokies, they get 5 back here.
Yeah, this one is a seesaw affair for sure. The Hokies, you can't count them out of the game. That's for sure. You can see here off the restart from Mary Washington. Had a lovely hanging high kick, but Messi on that contest allowed the Hokies to get it on the bounce. And again, too much speed all the way through to the line. A desperation there from the Hawks to try and get the ankle tap. But it was that man for the Hokies, number 8, Logan Mooney with the try.
Indeed. Beautiful done by Mooney. And Vodtech set to kick this away back to Mary Washington.
You're going left, right? Okay, thank you.
Big game coming up next as well, Ben. I'm looking forward to that one. Harvard and Notre Dame. It's going to be a great encounter.
If there were ever 2 bigger brand names, I'd like to see them. My goodness, Harvard and Notre Dame. So 14-12 is our count here. Inside of 3 minutes to go in the match.
Yeah, that's a crucial mistake there from the Hokies.